I'm in a better mood today, I'm gonna be honest. It's a good day. A good enough day, in fact, for me to actually give a nice, quick little return to Modern Warfare multiplayer. Probably, it's gotta be one of the best, worst creations in all of the franchise's history. This game, Modern Warfare, especially in the multiplayer aspect, you're always gonna have people that get up in arms about defending Modern Warfare, but the reality of it is half the time they're defending Warzone, or they're defending the engine. They're not defending the actual multiplayer in the way that it's set up. You can eliminate a massive amount of people, I mean, anyway, that wouldn't really want to participate or really refute that. I mean, obviously you can. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but, you know, it's okay to be wrong. I've learned that a lot over the years. I've gotten a lot of things wrong. I mean, you could just see a lot of my UFC predictions just to see something lighthearted anyway. I get a lot wrong. To go and say that Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare are similarly broken games in their own right, I don't think that's far off the mark. Now, a big thing that a lot of people say happened to Modern Warfare is that the multiplayer got completely ignored because Warzone became the new shiny toy of Activision, and they knew that they would be able to just siphon as much money as possible out of everybody doing it. And I mean, in the grand scheme of it all, yeah, absolutely, we're right. It seems like the multiplayer team just had less and less communication, less and less updates, less and less transparency when it came to certain changes and such. But that's as time goes on, and I mean, kind of, you know, expected. I mean, most people ain't gonna just sit there for months. Well, make this balance change, it makes this other thing become the new thing that is considered too strong. It's a very hard thing to do. I would never become a game developer, despite all my disrespect. Hold on, wait, I wanna check Warzone really quick. Let's see if my classes are fixed. Hey, Activision, pay attention, here we go. It's still messed up. All right, well, yep, no MAC-10, no 74U, no Milano, no Cold War MP5. The Black Ops weapons are still broken. My KSP is okay, but it's half broken with the attachments and all that shit. By the way, thank you for all the love on yesterday's video. I didn't expect that many people to actually enjoy it. It turns out that people can just mindlessly watch Warzone gameplay, even if the person is literally just driving around doing absolutely nothing. So the one thing that I wanted to return to, and one thing that I noticed that Modern Warfare realized that they would have to return to, Treyarch has this right. As soon as Treyarch went and added Nuketown into the game, they left it on Nuketown 24/7 ever since. Nuketown 24/7 is currently in Cold War right now. The one thing that they always like to do over here on Modern Warfare is to give something that everyone wants for about a week and then take it away for another 2 to 3 weeks and then give it back to you. They keep doing this engagement-based matchmaking or some shit like that. Basically, they give you what you want and then starve you out for a period of time so you keep wanting more, and then right when you're about to give up, right when you're about to give in, boom, they drop a big fat plate of exactly what you want right there. It's honestly a very, very sick thing, and I hope that if any of you people that do this shit, I hope you have healthy relationships, because that's some fucked up shit. I'm gonna be real. They decided to bring back their best playlist that they ever came up with, Shoot the Shit. Honestly, it's second place. Shipment 24/7 is their best playlist that they made. The spawns are more broken on that map than even on the original Shipment, and somehow, with all of that, it's still better than every other map that they made. This game was the beginning of the end for my mental. I basically lived and died by Modern Warfare. It was very, very bad. I was very happy, very excited. Then I saw the decisions that they made design-wise. I went through it all. I'm one of the only people on the planet that actually has obsidian for each and every single weapon on the entire game. And I basically destroyed myself to do that. I literally still think and use terms from this game because it messed me up that bad. I love this game, but honestly, no, I don't. They just spawned there. They didn't give a shit if I was standing. The game just did not care. This is one of the only maps where the game will actually spawn you even kind of close to people. And by kind of close, I mean basically inside. Dude, the MK2 is such a silly gun. I love it. It would have been hilarious if we could have actually used these weapons on Black Ops Cold War. I know that obviously makes no sense, but neither does this game, so. Oh yeah, I forgot. Wait, the kill feed stays up forever too. I really could have made the world's easiest montage on this game. By world's easiest, I mean not even close. No way that I would have sat here and built a montage as well on this game. No way. I would have, oh my god. Fuck this game. Somehow, all together though, with how broken this whole thing is, I got so used to the chaos and the brokenness of the game, especially within these two maps, Shipment and Shoot House. I will say that Shoot House would work on other Call of Duties, 100%. Although I don't know how the game would play out if people weren't all mounting on that same head glitch repeatedly. Might be a bit safer to go and peek that on Black Ops. Then again, the snipers will probably smoke you then. See, snipers had flinch on this game, but they also had other stats like speed or damage or something. I keep forgetting I have tactical sprint too. Yeah, the whole tac sprint and being able to bunny hop deal is incredible on this game though. That's one thing I will say. The movement and the feeling of the weapons is incredible on this game. That's all it really has going for it. And the visuals. Visuals look great, although them trying to transfer over the Treyarch camos over onto this game, no, they look terrible. I don't really know whose fault that is exactly. Imagine trying to go and just copy paste something from another game and put it on here is just not really. Oh yeah, and perks on this game are incredibly weak. So it allowed for more people to kind of enforce their play styles of either blowing people up or whatever. Some of those dudes are straight up slide canceling around corners and all sorts of stuff. I don't know. You're still doing it? Get on Black Ops Cold War then. What's the problem?
Yo, is that the real Trev?
Yeah. Unfortunately. Today is actually a big day as far as like sports and all that other stuff go too. What is it? They got the playoffs over in the NFL. Eagles lost a long time ago, so it doesn't really matter. I prefer everyone to lose. Got the UFC with Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. So you got Khabib at the top. You got Tony in the mix in the middle of this. Conor versus Dustin Poirier, which making my picks there. I mean, I guess Conor is probably more likely to actually win just like their first, you know, outing, although that was a long time ago. And as far as like fighter style goes and just overall, even his physiology, Dustin Poirier is literally a completely different person at this point. You can just see the clear difference. He's just massive difference in the way that he's built, in the way that he fights, in the way that he moves, the way that he handles himself. I can tell he still doesn't like Conor though. I know he doesn't. All right, man. Hey, man, you can just defend it, okay? I got B because that guy wanted to hold C so hard. I think Dustin has a serious chance to actually win. I just feel like the more likely thing is, you know, Conor just kind of really surprising him with the amount of power that he hits him with. Conor, you know, he's kind of had this bigger build, but since that point, he's also been up to 170 twice, I think. Conor's always had pretty, like, crazy, like a wide chest, big ass shoulders, but he's moved weight around a whole bunch. He's absolutely gotten better from what he was before as well, more disciplined, more, I would argue he probably has more power now than he did before. None of these guys are old men. They're still in their physical primes and their peaks and all sorts of stuff. I don't know, man. I would obviously hope that the fight is just a complete banger. I would hope that it could be like a 5-round war where McGregor is able to prove his cardio once again, where everybody always talks shit about it. If he goes 5 rounds with him in a war, just swinging back and forth. But Dustin kind of thrives on that. I don't know if Conor really beats him when it turns into that whole like slugfest thing, just standing in front of each other. See Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje. They were both exhausted, swinging on each other. He's just I just don't really see Conor as that kind of guy. He's more of like a sniper type, you know? He always picks his shots. Seems like he sets everything up. He just knows what his opponent's gonna do. But once he starts getting tired, once he starts slowing down and stuff like that, can Poirier take over at that point? But who knows? Poirier could surprise us all. Maybe he opens up stronger than Conor does, and Conor will be on the back foot right at the beginning of the fight for the first time in his career, and you can see him dig deep or not. Honestly, Shoot House is a great map that they made. 100%. Yeah, Shoot House is a great map. Also, this game is ridiculously loud to the point to where it actually pisses me off. I know that you can turn the effects down, you can turn the master volume down, you can turn all this stuff down, but I swear everything just, it is ear-piercing whenever you get hit, man. It really is. It just hurts so bad to play this game. Like, I used to be so confused when people would talk about their ears getting hurt from, like, loud noises. Never really happened to me before. This game just actively scares me all the time with how fucking loud it is. Obviously, I know that you can injure your ears and it does physically hurt for your eardrums and stuff like that if a noise is too loud, but I didn't experience that until I played this game. So, I think I'm gonna go with Conor McGregor over Dustin Poirier, and then we got Dan Hooker versus Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is a former champion over, I think it's WEC or Strikeforce or Bellator or something, one of them. I've seen his highlights before. I've heard his name for years. A wrestler, but he's very, very small. Like his measurements, I think he's like 5'8", like 5'8", 5'9", versus Dan the Hangman Hooker, who is actually a stand-up technician kickboxer that utilizes his reach very, very well. He has a 6-inch reach advantage from what I know, I think. So Chandler's got a very, very difficult thing. He basically needs to walk into somebody that is more skilled than them in the stand-up, assuming anyway, more skilled than them, better at utilizing their stand-up, maybe not as explosive, so if he's got like that Tyron Woodley-esque thing where he makes up for his, you know, height and reach and stuff like that in just straight explosiveness, we'll see. But like some people are predicting, I'm kind of feeling like Michael Chandler is gonna run into a knee or something. If Chandler wins, it's gonna be a huge win for him. The dude is coming basically from unranked, from a different promotion, to the top 6 situation against Dan Hooker, who's number 6. I think I'm gonna go Conor McGregor over Dustin Poirier, and then Dan Hooker over Michael Chandler. That's probably the easier picks in which most people would pick, but anything can happen.